What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Monday morning, November 18th. It's time for another Crypto Breakfast Club. We're getting ready to start that in about 3-4 minutes. We're taking a look at HBAR right now. HBAR is breaking out as we're speaking here. It's up 33% on the day, 130% move to the upside in the last 10 days. Just put a video out there actually on YouTube all about it. There's a lot of things happening within HBAR. SpaceX and Hedera are partnering up. There's more in that video. If you guys haven't seen it on my channel, check it out later after the Breakfast Club. But that is definitely what we're looking at here this morning. That is definitely stealing the show. HBAR exploding right now. And just today, up 33+%. And we do have some other altcoins making some noise too. Stellar XLM has been doing really, really well. Under the radar a little bit too, because Hedera and XRP and Cardano stealing a lot of the spotlight. But Stellar XLM, I guess as quiet as you can be, is up 125% in the last 7 days. Kronos has slowed down a little bit, but it is back up today. Still really nice performance here for Kronos in the last couple weeks. Still up 20% in the last 7. Algorand's up 50% in the last 7. Look at Caspa making some noise, back up to 16.5 cents, up 7+% today. Good to see Render making some moves here. Render is one of my favorite altcoins. It is now back in the top 30. Nice day today, up about 13%. And right now, Solana, very, very close to hitting an all-time high. Very close to hitting an all-time high. $260 is our all-time high on Sol. That was set 3 years ago, back on November 6th, around this time frame 3 years ago, back in 2021. And just the high in the last 24 hours took us almost to $250. Once we break 260, we'll be setting new all-time highs on Solana. So that's going to be something we're looking out for a little bit. We mentioned Cardano's had a nice run too. It's sitting at 73 cents right now. Not up a ton today, but it has had a really, really nice run over the last couple weeks. So good to see there. As you guys know, if you've been here on the channel before, we do hold a lot of Cardano in our portfolio. Nice hedge against Ethereum. And ETH has been struggling. I mean, let's just call a spade, right? Ethereum has been struggling. It has not really done what we expected it to do given the environment we're in, right? Bitcoin has stolen a lot of the thunder, but on top of that, you've got other layer ones stealing some of the thunder. Now, it's not to say I don't hold any ETH or I'm going to get rid of my Ethereum today. Not going to do that, but it is kind of underperforming right now. I do think it'll shake loose eventually, and we'll make some moves. Let's see who we got in the chat. We got Chris here. Looks like he's coming in from Atlanta. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Crypto Night, good morning. Emacs in the house. Good morning, Emac. How you doing, man? How we doing, King Rolly? Daniel is in the house. HBAR's exploding. It is. What's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Zachary Hurt, what's going on, man? Good morning, fellow Zach. How you doing, brother? Good morning, Zach. What's up, Keith? Millsy's here, coming in from the UK. Yeah, Suka's making some noise. I saw that. I'm thinking about swapping my link for XRP. Chainlink's another one. It's underperformed to this point, but I do think it's going to do well. And there's just too much positive things going on with Chainlink for it not to do well. But it is kind of, underperforming from a price standpoint. It's only up, we say only up 29% in the last month, because most of the other, top movers in the last month are up 60, 70, 80, 90, and even 100+%. So, you can look at it a couple different ways, right? Yes, there probably will be some faster horses than Chainlink in this cycle. However, it hasn't really moved yet, right? So there are some opportunities there with the price being, still under $15. Andy on base is making the most gains in my portfolio. Nice. I think so too, Josh. I think we're gonna get a breakout eventually on ETH. I appreciate that, Crypto Hound. That means a lot to me, man. Appreciate the support. Boca's in the house, one of our admins. What's going on, Boca? How we doing, man? Good morning. Got the coffee? Me too, bro. Me too. It is time to start the Breakfast Club. Nice, courteous. I see you. I see you. Looks like Pepe and SHIB consolidating really well. Probably break out soon. Yeah, I like it. I like sideways action, right? That tells us that buyers and sellers have kind of met in the middle. We can consolidate and await the next big burst up, right? I personally like Ondo quite a bit, Michael. Now, obviously, Ondo was a better buy when it was 60 some odd cents a few weeks ago, and I was saying that all over on X and YouTube. Where the hell is Ondo here? Should be right in here somewhere. Maybe it's further down than I had thought. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's almost back to $1 now. I mean, it's not to say it's a bad buy. Your all-time high here on Ondo is $1.48. This is a new crypto. It hasn't seen a full-fledged bull cycle. It's in that RWA narrative. It's been on an uptrend. But right in here, man, we dialed back down to like 60 some odd cents on this dip just earlier this month. We were down here at 60 cents. Literally, right? Like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, that was, a great entry. I don't think, I don't think it's not a buy per se, but I've got a decent size position on Ondo, and I'll look to add to it, just not right now because prioritizing some other things. And this thing's been on a nice little uptrend here in the last few weeks. All right, it's time for the Breakfast Club, guys. We got to start the space. The OGs are on the move. Yep. It's about time, right? It hit $1 the other day. Yeah, it did cross over $1. Makes sense. Guys, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, share it out there on X. We're live streaming on both platforms right now. Let's see here, 463 people with us. Make sure you guys are all engaging with the content. Let's push it out there and get more people hopping on board with this here. Let's see, Ponky, man, one of my favorite plays. Look at this thing. I think Ponky set new all-time highs. Yeah, they did. Look at this. I've been talking about Ponky for a while. Ponky looks phenomenal on Solana. All right, but let's start the Breakfast Club here. Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode, another week of the Crypto Breakfast Club. We're going to be talking all things in the markets, best meme coins, best altcoins right now, basically anything and everything that's going on. I put a video out right before we popped on here. HBAR I don't know if you guys saw H-bar this morning, and really just like the last week or so, Hedera has been moving substantially. It's up 118% in the last 7 days. There's a reason for that. There were some rumors with a H-bar ETF and even a filing for an H-bar ETF from Canary Capital, but also there's recent news with H-bar that they partnered up with SpaceX. So I talk a little bit more about that in the video that I threw out on YouTube. I think I actually put it out on X as well. So we've got that going on. Obviously, XRP, Cardano have both awakened. Some of the OGs are starting to come back, right? You got Solana pressing up near an all-time high right now. You got BNB very quietly performing well. It's only 14% away from its all-time high, BNB. Solana's right on the doorstep, like 6 or 7% away. Doge holding up still pretty strongly here at 36.5 cents. Ethereum has really been struggling though, and it's been interesting to watch. I think eventually ETH is going to have its day, but ETH is still struggling just around 3,100 right now. But a lot going on in the Solana ecosystem, a lot going on. And some of these other layer ones starting to make their moves as well. How about Sui? Sui is one of my favorite plays. We've been talking about this one for quite some time. Set another all-time high yesterday. Almost got to $4, $3.93 yesterday, 20 hours ago. So Sui has been on an absolute tear. That's one of those new layer ones that we have been talking about for a really, really long time, and I still think it has a lot of legs. It's well over a $10 billion market cap now. Pepe holding up well. It feels like Pepe is just coiling up, getting ready for its next big move. It's just kind of hovering right now at the 2-1 level. Pepe obviously getting listed on Coinbase, Robinhood, opens up the floodgates. Whenever we get that retail push now, Pepe is going to be right in the mix with Doge and SHIB. Pretty much listed everywhere. You can get it anywhere and everywhere. Kronos has held up pretty well. It's up another 11+% today, coming back a little bit. Caspa is looking pretty decent here, closer to 17 than 16 cents, up 9%. So a lot to unpack, a lot to dive into. Paid, good morning to you, man. What's happening?
Yo, Zach, GM.
Bro.
I'm doing that. You should have never told me that was your Achilles heel. You're fucked. Good luck, Zach. That's it. GM, baby.
It's my biggest pet peeve in all of crypto, dude.
Yo, now you should have never said that. You should just let this shit roll last week. Now it's in my head. So GM. Listen, Zach from Subway. Why the fuck are you not on the stage? Step one. Step two. Zach Humphries, my friend. Listen, I don't even know how to articulate this.
I saved this for you. I knew you wanted the spotlight here to talk about this. I already know what you're going to say. You've been texting us all weekend.
You know what, Zach, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone in the room. That's it.
For those of you wondering, there's a particular...
No, baby, it's the fucking snake on Cardano. I told all of you. Everyone in this room, I said, Snack is going to. I was like, dude, it's the number one meme coin on Cardano. Everyone's like, oh, Cardano, dude. I told you at like 50 mil. I told you at 60 mil. I told you at 7 mil. It's at 230. It hit 230 mil, $230 million, and it's at a fucking all-time high. There is no ceiling. This is going straight up. And just look at the chart. It's a straight up shot. I'm yelling in my apartment. Sorry, everybody, if you're listening. I know you don't speak English, but I'm sorry anyway. Jay just delayed. That's French for it. But listen, Snack is going to the fucking moon. I told everyone. I said, yo, listen, Cardano's one meme coin. They really have the Snack. That's going to be the catalyst for fucking Cardano. Cardano is fucking pumping, but fuck Cardano. Charles, go handle that. Right now, we're talking about Snack, baby. I reached out to the team because, I know them a little bit. I said, I want to get them on the show at some point. But, dude, they are pumping. They are pumping. Cardano's not even at all-time highs yet, and we are fucking pumping. If you didn't get in when I told you to 3 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever. Get in now. You can buy when it hits $1 billion if you want to wait any longer. There you go, Zach. There it is, baby. Let's go.
Hey, I'm with you. I love it. Snack on Cardano, guys. $226 million market cap. I've been waiting to get excited about Snack because I bought it at the top last time. It was back in April, I think, January, April, where it hit its top a couple times. But I just held it because I knew once Cardano would start, coming back, that Cardano's going to have a $1 billion meme coin too. There's room, especially when Cardano, is as big as it is. I mean, we're talking right now, Cardano's a $26 billion market cap, top 10. So SNEC is making moves. Love it. I hold it over in my Vesper wallet, and I'm not selling that anytime soon. I'm with you, Paige. Once Cardano gets close to all-time highs, it's really, really hard for me to say that SNEC wouldn't be well over $1 billion market cap. So
exactly, and we're not even close, Zach. Like, we're not close.
Right.
What's Cardano at? 70? It hit like 78. Like, good for Cardano though. Fucking holy shit! Now stablecoin almost hit $1. Let's go. Let's go. Mar, let's go. I know Mar's excited too. He called me and he said, ever since Cardano started moving, I stopped following out cars. So, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the Cardano community. I'm happy for all that. But dude, SNEC is it's a 4x to a bill, guys. That's just leave it at that. And and Zach, you always say once you hit $1 billion, you're probably gonna hit 3. I'm in it. Let's go, Zach. Let's go. I told you I would turn the boat around and come and get you at some point. I knew you bought too high, and I said, hey guys, go get my homie, get Zach. All right, he's out here going to Florida. He's out here with pictures of sailboats in his background on his live. We need to go get him. And you know what? We turned it around for you, Zach. Let's go.
Okay, so I've got another. You know what? Okay, all right, that's cool. Let me cook a little bit, because did you see the Ponky chart? Did you see the Ponky chart?
Yeah, it's on fire.
Ponky setting new all-time highs. We've been talking about that on the Breakfast Club for a while now. When it went down and hit like 21, 22 cents back in early September, I started loading the boat back up. We are at a $400 million market cap right now. 400 million. Yeah, it is just shy of 400 million, setting new all-time highs yesterday. Actually, no, today, setting new all-time highs right now. Insane. Ponky making some big moves. Love it. Our sponsor, our monthly sponsor, Azumi's up a little bit today. Shout out to them. Little pullback on the charts there the last couple days, but nice pump here this morning out of Azumi. They're up about 20%. But Zach, I'm sure you're trading too. What's going on, brother? Good morning.
I am. I've been trading all weekend. So let me just tell you, it's a Solana bull run. That's it. I'm deep in the Solana heavy. I fuck ETH. It's too expensive. Fuck ETH. I'm in the trenches of Solana.
Zach this for so long, and Zach always goes, the money's in ETH, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, the fucking gas fees, bro. And now I converted you. I convert it.
The money might be on ETH. The money might be on ETH, but the degens are on Solana.
That's exactly
absolutely
top 3 crypto. Put that in your head. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
I'm in drinking 2K. Freaking, I'm sitting there on the live pairs. That's how degen I am right now. It's insane. Shelby's like,
oh, you're in the trenches for real.
I'm so in the trenches.
Live pairs for fucking Solana. Dude,
oh yeah. Fuck. Dude, I ape into 10, and I plan on losing 9, and hopefully I hit that 1.
Yeah, that's what I say. You're losing money at some point.
Listen. I'm getting to these plays that have 18, 19 holders. That's how deep I am. That's how deep I'm in Solana. All right.
That's so grimy.
Ready?
So grimy.
So fucking funny.
I'm in this one right now.
Clip that. I gotta fucking clip that.
I'm in this one right now. Nova's got 19 holders right now. I'm watching it. Liquidity's fire. These burned everything. But anyways, Solana is a top one. I'll tell you why. First of all, it's its own blockchain. Second of all, you don't have to bridge. Third of all, gas is cheap. And it's a top 3 market cap. I mean, you got to be crazy, to not deal with it. Bridging is cool and all, but when you bridge back, it costs you a lot in fees. So I skip all that bullshit and just play on Solana. And that's kind of what I'm doing. And I'm watching it moving up, and it's coming for Ethereum. And if Vitalik doesn't fix these gas fees, it's going to be a disaster, I think, in the long run. So I swapped a lot of ETH over to Solana, and I'm holding it. I'm good. I'm going to let this thing play out. Dude, I'm dying, and I'm watching all these big influencers tweet these tokens that are freaking mooning, and it's all Solana tokens. Yeah, you get your
It's
occasional.
so funny, Zach, that you're saying all this because I knew you in the back channel. I've been talking about this with you for so long. I'm like, dude, I can't do the fucking ETH shit so much because of the gas fees. You want to trade $50 of a token, the gas is $30. What are we doing?
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And, if you don't know what you're doing, first of all, you're going to get wrecked, your exit liquidity. And on top of it, to kiss your ass on the way out, they're going to hit you with the gas fees. So, I would definitely suggest for people, this is not financial advice, if you want to get into the trading game, it's very, very stressful. Sometimes my eyes go crooked, but you should play on Solana because if you lose a little bit, you're not going to get raped with gas fees. Practice that a little bit, maybe, write on a piece of paper, try some of that stuff out, fuck around with it, and, see if this is what you're into. I mean, most people in this game trading, you'll get wrecked. Let's be honest. So not a lot of people can do it. And a lot of people that say they can do it probably can't do it and they're losing. But I would practice on Solana, something that's really, really cheap. And then if you feel comfortable, start moving over to, if you want to go on Ethereum, stuff like that. But it's very, very difficult. And right now, everything that's sending like daily is on Solana. And I can see why. And you can do it right through, Phantom Wallet. You don't have to leave that application to go to some fucking sketchy website to connect your wallet to swap. Everything's done within that. So I think they're ahead of the game a lot, and I'm just moving my money where I think it's moving to. And right now, Solana is king, and I can fight you on that one. I'll have a constant conversation on that one. And I've been deep in the trenches, and I've been playing on the blockchain. I've been looking at the back end. I may get a couple of failed transactions here or there, but overall, it's performing well compared to when it first mooned and everything failed. So I'm just watching and moving where the money's moving. Right now, it's Solana, top 3. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, other than stables. Mic drop.
Zach, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the Solana trenches, bro. It's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You'll get rugged probably faster on Solana than you'll get rugged on anything else. It would happen almost instantly half the time. You put $1 in, and it's literally worth like a penny, and the transaction just went through. I've seen it happen multiple times.
Dude,
Solana,
I can give you guys a tip.
In these trenches.
I've been so in the trenches the last week. You can ask Shelby. She'll probably come up at some point. I can tell a project if it's going to rug. All right. When it launches, it's pumping $1, like $1.33 100 times. Right. And then you see some buys come in. It'll hit about 400K market capital. It'll retrace a little bit. They'll pump that $1.33 bot, goes up 800K, boom, over. So if you can get in between the 4 and 500K and jeet that thing, you're beating the dev to it. If you see a token launching like that and you see those buys of $1.24, $1.33 over and over, multiple times before you see real buys come in, that's going to be a rug project right there. And I can tell you from experience because I've been in the trenches. So that's just a tip for the Breakfast Club. If you're on Solana, watch that stuff. They are market making it with little bit of money to make the price go up, but then they're going to rug you when it hits 4, 5, 600K. Maybe I see more around 7 to 800K is when they rug the complete project. So, but I also do want to mention we're 30 followers away from 2,000, the Crypto Breakfast Club. So follow that account. That's pretty exciting. And that 2,000th follower, we will send you a sweatshirt.
I just want to jump in real quick. Zach from Subway's known me for some time now.
Forever.
And he knows how I feel about Ethereum. So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to defend Ethereum. And he knows I love Solana. I was preaching Solana a while ago. I was preaching it before he realized what it was. But as it pertains to Ethereum, when the circus is in town, the clowns will be around. So I think right now, Solana's in the quiet phase. They're building. Or not Solana, but Ethereum's in a quiet phase. They're building. And when you see what's coming, not next, but what's after next, I think it's going to shut down all the hype from Solana, all the hype from all the other L1s, maybe with the exception of ADA. But that's just my opinion on it.
Are
I
you
don't
referring
like what
to?
you're thinking.
I think he's referring to sharded, right? Right, Cyrus?
Yeah.
What is ADA?
Absolutely. Cardano.
Ada, brother, Ada. It's just semantic, man. The hill I will die on. Zach, hold on. I got a question
A
for
classic
you. What is
Cardano
the
holder.
I know,
Comment.
Hey, you know what? Let me have my day in the light. Sneck is pumping. You all could have got it. I don't want to hear it from
You
nobody.
sound
Zach
so
from
much like
Subway.
a Cardano maxi right now.
Oh, whatever. What is it? I'm a Cardano maxi, but I'm trying to ask about the DJ play that Zach from Subway split.
Cardano
And
maxis are probably the most annoying. Like they have that aura, you know what I mean? They have that aura about them. Like I'm better than you, and like I understand tech, and I'm so smart, and I'm a Cardano
These are all
guy.
Anyway,
Listen, Zach.
Hold on, Zach from Subway. What is this play you put in the comments?
First of all, me, Cyrus, and a couple other guys, we got a group chat in the back channels, right? And we clip that part, and we laugh about it every day when Zach says, "Hey, don't you interrupt me," and we listen to it. We have that thing rolling every day, and then we just crack up. Cyrus can confirm that. So we were listening to that shit yesterday. I was dying.
Oh, it's a true story. Absolutely.
True story. So
That's funny. That's funny. But Zach, you're gonna answer the question. You're gonna keep dancing around. What the fuck is Nova? What is this thing you pushed in the?
I don't know. I found it. It's a.
Yeah, but what is it? A meme coin? Is it a fuck? What is it?
I have no idea, but it's 17 holders, so I aped.
Dude, sharing fucking shit with 17 holders. Okay, I put it $1,000.
That's how you know we're in a bull market. I don't know. It's had 17 holders. I just put money in it.
Well, I'm about to share this shit. I'm gonna need the calendar.
Huh?
What? brother.
Drinking that Toronto juice.
What the fuck? Brother, listen to me. I'm gonna need the wallet right now. I need to buy some.
Do it. It's in the whatever comment section.
Oh, shit.
What is going on? What was that?
I mean, crypto at your own risk. That is not financial advice. Nothing we say, everything's going to zero. Thank you.
Yo, on another note here.
Contact address, please. Bro, it's in the comments.
Give this guy a contract address. Give him the address already.
Sorry, but I'm drinking right now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm clipping it.
Hey, MicroStrategy makes the largest Bitcoin purchase ever. $4.6 billion buy this morning. Insane. As if, I mean, it doesn't shock us, but it is crazy to think about buying $4.6 billion of Bitcoin at 90K. Pretty fucking nuts. Mic drop.
That is the mic drop. That's why I didn't say anything. Yeah, no, obviously they know something. Stack. At the end of the day, stacking in the top 3 cryptos is just secure. That's the way I look at it. You can sleep at night. What I'm doing, you can't sleep at night. But stacking that kind of stuff. I mean, it holds up 75% of the crypto space. So investing in it is, I think, a great idea. Cyrus is laughing at me, but we can have that war on Ethereum because I am an Ethereum maxi. But in the bull run, I'm now a Solana maxi because of gas fees. Until Vitalik fixes that, and if he does, I think then maybe we'll give Solana a run for its money. But right now, I'm moving where the money's moving, and that's just what you got to do in a bull run. You can't be stuck in this one little ecosystem where you're like, my shit's gonna go to a million bazillion market cap while everything else is moving and nothing else is running. So I think it's okay to step out, try other things. You never know what you're gonna like. I never thought I would love Solana, but I'm deep in the trenches. I found some tricks of the trade after trading so much. I found what projects to get into. Majority of the time won't rug. I've kind of like narrowed it down, when to get in, when to get out, if there's hype around it, stuff like that. So I did the same thing with Ethereum, but this one's a little bit easier because I can cheat so fast and it costs me like fractions of the penny. You know what I mean? So it's not that bad. Yeah.
That Nova thing has fucking $579 market cap. What are we doing? What are we doing right now?
What's the liquidity?
700? Like, what are we doing? What is this play you just posted?
I don't know. I just found it. So, dude, I'm aping and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna do it.
Market cap, bro.
He's a straight degen, man.
What the fuck?
You want to talk about like people begging for change in their cardboard boxes and shit? That's Zach when it comes to degen
Dude,
plays.
what are you fucking sharing with the room? $579, not $1,000. $579 market cap.
Imagine if I hit $1 million and you put in what, $5?
I'm
You
putting
never know.
I'm putting in 1,000. Like, let's go. Let's run.
Yo,
He's
how
like,
about
I'm
how about
buying.
how about Hasbulla's cat? Remember I mentioned that on Friday at 20 mil? Bro, it ran to, I'm just looking at it now, it ran to 350. I got out at like 200. I took a 10x and just
Dude, that's
pieced. I only put a
think
half stall in. I should have, I mean, it's always the same old story. Should have put more in. I just put a half stall in at like 20 mil because it was like, it's like, you know how it is, Zach. Like those narratives, they might last 24, 48 hours, but they could run to like 100 plus mil like pretty easily just because, that's just where we are right now in the market. So I got like an 8 or 9x. I think I got right out before 200, but it ended up running to 350. Now it's on a pullback. I don't know. The volume's still there. $57 million in volume the last 24 hours on this damn thing.
Jesus.
That is ridiculous. Crazy.
Dude, everything's fucking on there. Like to hit a 10 million market cap is like nothing now. On that
I know.
I'm just watching them every day. And then if you get a couple big guys to tweet it out, boom, now it's going to 50 to 100 million.
Yeah.
Like, and other stuff is not moving like that. So that's why I'm DJing over there.
XRP, man. How about XRP this weekend? Hell yeah. I mean, breaking out big time, and it's looking really solid still. Consolidating here at like $1.13, $1.14. I think we've got a runway here with XRP, man. With a changing of the guard at the SEC. Go ahead, Cyrus.
I was agreeing with you. XRP is not done yet, man. XRP, ADA, QNT, whatever I put in the Breakfast Club chat, and I said birds of a feather flock together, and it's true. Like all these things are needed for CBDCs, and they're going to hold hands all the way to the promised land. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm just some guy on Twitter who doesn't follow anyone, so don't listen to me. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, man. I mean, HBAR has been on fire. HBAR's up 118% in the last 7 days. Freaking Stellar XLM, 123% in the last week. 123% in the last week. Quants finally waking up a little bit. We had talked about that one last week, that it was kind of, down and out. And I think at a level that was really attractive, really interesting. Algorand woke up too. Algorand woke up over the weekend. So that was interesting to see. This whole like distributed ledger technology space and CBDC and a lot of these are within that ISO 2022 narrative. I think it's starting to surface and come back around for sure.
I agree. You mentioned XLM, like the Stellar Luna. That was the very first crypto play that I more than 2x'd on. Like I bought it like super cheap. And I rode that shit up to like 10 cents and I felt really good about it. And that like aside from Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's the one that really piqued my interest into like altcoins, I guess.
Yo, Zach, real quick. I don't know. I know Crypto Breakfast Club is up there, so we should probably go to her next, shall we? But I don't know if you see Matt down there. He changed his profile picture to his tinfoil hat. Can you look at that, please? Please look at that.
Is he up as a speaker or is he down?
Not yet, but he...
Oh, I got it, dude. That's great. Love it.
Dude, what the fuck? And also Zach from Subway. That fucking thing just went to $1,000 market cap. We're running that to Valhalla. Let's go. $1 million market
send
cap.
That. Imagine if they had like 50 million right now. We would all be filthy rich.
But I just put $10 in it. I'll watch it. I'll give a fuck. Let's go. Send it. Just send it. I got it at like what, $500?
You can say that you got in with the 18 holders.
It goes to fucking 50 million. I'll fucking shit myself.
It'll rug at 40.
Is there 19 holders now, or did he get in ASAP?
19 holders now, or do I need to get an ace up? What is going on?
I don't know, bro.
Brother, I'll slow it down. Is there 19 holders now? Or do I need to get an ace up?
Yeah, there's 19 holders. You could be the 20th.
Oh, god damn, I'm going to have to hit.
Oh, I think
Yo, it's starting to pump. I'm not going to lie. It's starting to pump. Not financial advice. It's pumping a little bit here, guys. We got candles going off right now. It's going to fucking pump.
I mean, look at that market cap, 1.21K, and the liquidity's 998. It's probably the best value token I've seen in a long time.
Oh my god!
Dude, hold on, Zach. When are you going to jeep this though? Don't fucking say.
I'm holding it to 400 million.
Tomorrow. He does it in 5 minutes.
Nah, I'm going to hold this for a while. It's so early. 19 holders, 20 holders, whatever. But anyway, Shelby messaged me. She can't raise her hand, just to let you guys know.
I can see it.
Yeah, the hand's up on my end. Yeah. Go ahead, Shelby.
What's up, Shelby?
That's so funny. On my Mac, it's not showing anything. Sorry, guys. Hey, good morning. Happy Monday on the Crypto Breakfast Club. Zach's on vacation. I'm so jelly. We're sitting here at a brisk 51 degrees. I'm sure it's like 80 or 90 down there. So that's nice. But I just want to say, oh my God. So Zach from Subway had me literally like up all night because he talks in his sleep while he's trading and he doesn't know that he is. And so I like kick him and he's like, I got to trade this. I got to cheat it. Like literally talking in his sleep. It's ridiculous.
I got to cheat it.
It's really nice to hear everyone, but I love to hear Cyrus. He's has a funky work schedule. To have him here on the CBC is really nice today. We've had years of talking with Cyrus and he is incredibly smart and just hilarious. So I love that you're in the space today. Who's our sponsors today? We have, daily, monthly, weekly sponsors. So who's bringing our show to us today, guys?
We've got a Zoomy. Zoomy's still rocking with us. They've been probably our longest standing partner. Is that right? Zach paid?
Yeah, we love Zoomy.
Yeah. They've been rocking with us for a while. Go ahead, Paid.
Yeah.
What do you got?
No, I was just saying, Zoomy is definitely one of the best to ever do it on the space. And they're still early, guys. We're shooting on Ethereum a little bit, but they're on ETH, and I think they're going to do very well. I bought more recently, actually, because they're under, I think they're right under $1 million right now. So I bought more. They hit, 1.8 million, I think. And we called it, when they originally came on, it was at, 250,000. So 250,000 to 1.8 mil, guys. You could have got in early with us. If you didn't, whatever. But I think we did talk to them in the back channels. There might be some more stuff coming. So get ready for that. But real quick, Zach, look at Matt right now on the stage. Everyone on the stage, look at Matt, please. That's just tinfoil fro.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. No, super psyched to have a Zoomy. And like Zach said, we're about 30 followers away from hitting 2,000. I'm watching on X. So the 2,000th follower will get a sweatshirt from the CBC. I'll send it right out to you. Follow our Telegram where apparently Zach from Subway will give you some alpha on 18 holders on some Sol play. Or Solana play, whatever you're doing.
I'm just saying, 23. Chart open, is that $2,000?
Yes, I'm sending this thing to 100 million market cap.
It's ridiculous. This
Shelby,
is what you guys need. All weekend long, you need to entertain this guy.
How does it feel to be the wife of a DGen?
Awful. It's stressful.
I just have the image of Zach from Subway fucking having nightmares. I got a cheat. Where's the phone?
He's got PTSD.
Leaves it on the nightstand. So all night long, like every 2 seconds, it like beeps and flashes. So halfway through the night, because like my dog, she's a puppy, she has to go out. We'll like bring the phone, put it in the kitchen, like do something because it wakes us up all night long. And Zach's over there and he like kicks in his sleep and he'll talk. So like I get kicked because he's like in a trade or something in his sleep. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Zach, shout out to this one. I hope this shit really does hit like 50 mil, and I hope it hits 50 mil today. That'd be fucking incredible.
It's crazy, dude. I mean, it's so early. 23 holders, 2.26K market cap. We're gonna send this puppy.
We're gonna send this.
It's already up 388%.
Nova, get in this room. Get a sponsorship, because we're sending.
Pump it up, yeah, come on.
Yo, quick shout out. Hold on, guys. Quick shout out on a more not serious but informational note. Morocco today, November 18th, is its Independence Day from the colonizers, France and Spain. So not we, I'm American, but since I live here, we are free on this day 68 years ago. Congratulations, Morocco. Thanks for hosting the brother. I love it here. Without me being here, I probably would have never been on this show, to be honest with you. So shout out to Morocco, the great Morocco, the kingdom of Morocco. Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on, Morocco.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in real quick and say, Shelby, thanks for the kind words. And last night, I might have set your husband into a little bit of a PTSD trading dream because, like, I posted something in the back channels, and it was like 25 million market cap, and then like this morning it's at like 93 million. So it went really well,
Thanks.
and it was on base also. Sorry.
Thanks a lot. I'm just kidding.
Love it. Let's get down to Boppy's down there with their hand up. I want to hear from Matt. I see Crypto Moses. We got Mutasco up here. I see a bunch of people requesting. We'll shuffle around and get everybody in. It's Monday, man. A lot of people got a lot to say, man. New week. It's man, who knows? I mean, so much shit is happening now, like in like weeks at a time. It's just insane. So I'm sure we're gonna have fireworks, all week. We're here, by the way, Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 11:30. If you guys are new. Got a bunch of people rocking with us on the live stream. So shout out to everybody. Boppy, what's going on?
Yeah, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. So yeah, pretty much, I wanted to go over the point of the XRP. And yeah, pretty much, I feel XRP is probably the biggest, ETF right after Bitcoin, or probably it might go side by side with Bitcoin. Because a lot of older people resonates with XRP, and pretty much once the ETFs kicks in, and once XRP got the ETF, a lot of people would pretty much it would attract a lot of volume, and so yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over the XRP point, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, and just the market in general is quite bullish. Just right now it's pretty much the accumulating phase. We're at the accumulating phase right now. So, and you just got to sit back and, yeah.
No, I agree with you, man. I think there's a lot of pent up demand for XRP, on the institutional side. And a lot of that money is just sitting there waiting until they know that, this second half of the lawsuit is over, right? Because we know that XRP is not a security on the retail side. It's just all about now the institutional side of things. And once that's all ironed out and they get a changing of the guard at the SEC, and I mean, the floodgates will open up. I mean, yeah, we're going to get XRP ETFs. I mean, that's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And I think, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of that pent up demand, money on the sidelines, waiting to go into the altcoin market. And XRP's been around. I mean, people forget it's, it was second to Bitcoin before Ethereum, overtook it. And ETH honestly had a runway thanks to XRP being in the lawsuit, right? So if Gary Gensler doesn't come in November 2020 and start a lawsuit with Ripple in December 2020, we might be talking about XRP as the number 2 market cap in all of crypto still, right? A lot of people panicked and got out of XRP when the lawsuit happened, yet they still remained in the top 10 throughout the last 3+ years. And I mean, when you look at it from a utility standpoint, you're pretty hard pressed to find an altcoin with more utility than XRP, right? So I agree with you. I think there's a lot of pent up demand there, and we're seeing it. I mean, we're seeing just the shift in sentiment with a new president in here, what it's done for XRP. I mean, just in a really, really, short amount of time since the election, XRP's up 125%, going from 50 cents to $1.14. So, yeah, I think the floodgates are just finally starting to open for the altcoin market and for XRP. We've got a nice runway here for sure. I know Genu had his hand up there before. Genu, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Sorry, man. I was having the same issue with Shelby. I just switched to mobile. My desktop was like, when I would unmute, it would unmute like everybody on the stage, and I couldn't raise my hand or whatever. But anyways, morning, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, it's funny. I finally bit the bullet, man, and I'm trading soul shitters now. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're on ETH, and it's been a struggle. It's like, how are you supposed to get $100 buy when gas is $70? But I think our time will come. We're just going to keep positioning ourselves. But yeah, man, I've been trading Sol over the weekend, and I was wondering if you guys saw there was a really interesting one. So I got two things. One, so it's GME mascot, ticker is Buck. So this thing went from basically 0 to 60 million in like 5 minutes. It's sitting at like 44 million right now. But like I've mentioned before, I've been in the GameStop, Bed Bath Beyond saga for like a long time. But Buck is basically like the original GameStop mascot. And the official GameStop Twitter has started tweeting Buck stuff. And there's a lot of conspiracy stuff layered into it, but I think the entire like GME bro crowd has like flocked to this thing. And I don't know, it's just an interesting one to maybe keep an eye on. I don't know, it's like 115 million in volume in the last 24 hours. And yeah, I think it's sitting at like 40 or 50 right now. But that one's kind of interesting. Keeping an eye on that. I got a little bit of it. And then the other thing I heard, this is just something I heard, is that Doge, the other Doge, might be going on Coinbase pretty soon. So I think that one's like 225 million right now or something. But yeah, kind of keeping an eye on that one as well. But yeah, man, I've crossed over to the dark side. I'm trading soul shitters.
You and Zach both, bro. No, I mean, you have to, man. It's like you got to follow the money in this market, man. Anybody who's like, really serious, you got to put all that shit to the side. Like, I don't know. People miss out on opportunities because they feel some type of way about something. It's like, man, I just, get over that, right? I don't know. Mutasco, what's going on, man? I haven't heard from Mutasco in like days. I know he's got some alpha.
You got some. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Oh, good. How are you, sir? No, I want to make a comment on. And guys, remember this Q-tip, okay? Quit taking it personal on things. I heard you say something, Zach, and this is directly to you, okay? About Cardano. I've heard this before also on some Bitcoin guys. And then also on Ethereum, it's a blessing to be around smart people, okay? And the way I put this is, it's kind of beautiful because these spaces, I take them as people that I wouldn't have had access to. They're literally giving information for free on some of these spaces. Depends on which spaces you go to. But you could literally trade off of their information. And bear in mind, some of these people, they can't even trade. So they're giving information because they have to. And if you just somehow spin your mind a little bit, it'll be a huge advantage for you. And that's what I would say about that. I'm going to respond to Ma from last week. On Friday, he had said something about Gary Cardone. And I'm referring this to him too, as in, don't take things personal. Because here's the thing, I was in the same space when Gary said he had liquidated his pension account or something like that.
and it was about $75,000. He just threw it into Doge. Now, if you think about where Doge could go, remember, Doge has a programmable emission. So if the velocity of demand outpaces the inflation and the emission, Doge could potentially go to $155 billion market cap, okay? Would it stay there? It might not. And it's just based on function of emission. But you have to remember, Gary doesn't need to do F, okay? All he needs to do is to put the money there and say, this is stupid money. And you know how much Gary will make just by putting 70K or 75K, whatever that amount is, into Doge? He's going to make a lot of money he might not even need, okay? So the question is, if Gary is buying Doge, well, you have to do your research, right? And figure out whether it's a good investment or not. But essentially, what that type of trade means is what you said, Zach, about what we now know to be what MicroStrategy does, okay? And I'll put a chart here because I was listening to about a 2-hour podcast on the mechanics of what MicroStrategy is doing. And it almost seems like in the AI world, right? If you lead your competitors by maybe 5x, you're probably going to be at the top when everything settles. That the AI boom becomes a thing. If you're leading, and this is why what Mark, what's his name, from Google to Meta to what XAI is doing and how much GPUs they're buying, the H100s is actually newer models now. And they're putting billions and billions of dollars into buying these hardware components. So when it comes to competition, they're giving everybody a run for their money. And if you see that and you can take advantage, the problem we have today is that not a lot of people have access to the private market, even though you know that these companies are going to be the next Google, the next Apple, the next Amazon. You can't even participate, even though you have the knowledge to understand the opportunity ahead of us. Same thing applies to MicroStrategy, right? They're buying billions and billions of dollars, and they have it projected through 2027, okay? So what that means is that, yes, the emissions on Bitcoin is slowing, but the amount of demand is already priced in. So when you're buying this, and this is why, for anybody who wants to get the details on MicroStrategy, it's like every company, usually, if you're a company like the Crypto Breakfast Club, you're a crypto company. You have maybe 1 million shares, and you say, well, I'm gonna turn the Crypto Breakfast Show into a Bitcoin strategic reserve company. Okay, so what is going to happen is you might sell maybe 500,000 shares to the public, which is, hey, I'm selling equity. But then also at the same time, what MicroStrategy is doing is what they call the convertible bonds. It's like a hybrid. So you have equity and you also have the bond component to it. But they have what they call the conversion rate. So when they're selling at a premium, maybe they're selling it instead of 100, they're selling 150, right? If you're buying, you have to make it in your mind that maybe when it hits the premium, you have the option to exit. But a lot of people know Bitcoin is capped. So the premium is not on MicroStrategy, it's on the idea that Bitcoin is going to be here forever. And this is what Michael Saylor has done. He is probably going to be on the lead for most of the companies, right? And if you want to know, go look up the company MetaPlanet. MetaPlanet is like the Asia version of MicroStrategy. So if you were looking for opportunities, maybe to hedge, you may want to look at that as well as an option if you're somebody who trades in the Asia market. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is, and thank you, Zach, for these spaces. Please take these spaces as a signal, and also a signal that you can use to trade. And here's a shout to what's it? Shelby saying that Zach from Subway says I'm going to cheat. Well, yeah, I had a dream that Bitcoin was going to hit at 82 and it went above that. So the idea of Solana and Ethereum, guys, take this. If you believe that, oh, somehow Bitcoin, somehow the meme coins on Bitcoin, the NFTs, the ordinals and stuff are going to be going up because Binance is setting up the tooling for it. Coinbase is setting up the tooling for it, for these things to be traded, right? Right now, it's kind of clunky. It's not that easy. I promise you. Try runes and you find out. It's not easy. But they're building the tools to enable that, right? The bridging and trading and swapping and liquidity and all of that. It's probably going to pick back maybe the next bull cycle. Who knows? We may have a little bit here in this bull run, but do not forget about Ethereum, okay? Remember this, and I'm not the only person saying this. I heard somebody say this earlier, and I support what the person said. Do not underestimate Ethereum, okay? Because what you know is that Ethereum is always going to be here. And remember, there's what we call the switching cost, right? And I'm not going to go into details on this because some of you know that there's MEV problem on Solana. There is also the what Zach from Subway. There's all kinds of problems on Solana. If you truly want to play with big money, it's not that fun, okay? And you know that. For anybody that knows how to trade and knows what they do, they would attest to this. So with Ethereum, there's a lot more to it, okay? There's a lot more to it. And if you believe that somehow Solana is pumping and the meme coins are pumping, what do you think if Ethereum gets a turn and starts to pump? What do you think will happen to the old meme coins on Ethereum? They're going to just die? Do you believe that? Well, then your mind is screwed up. If you believe that somehow it works for Solana and somehow it actually works for Cardano, right? And now it works for XRP, what do you think will happen to Ethereum when Ethereum wakes up? So it's all about hedging, right? You don't want to have one of your baskets in one thing. You want to diversify, but also keep your eyes open. Guys, open your eyes. Open your eyes. This is no longer fundamental era. I am literally in the mode of pump mentals, okay? So if it's all about pumping, it's all about pump mentals for me. No more fundamentals. If you're going to talk fundamentals, okay, I'll call you on the sideline. But guys, my eyes are open, okay? I'm frozen. I'm so bullish. I'm frozen. And this is the bull market, okay? I'm going to end up having a fund somewhere in the future, but that's my ultimate goal, okay? I'm not here for I believe in the tech. I believe this is transformational. I'm old enough now, and I'm capable of investing in it. This is the biggest opportunity of my lifetime, and I'm ready for it. So for anybody here, yeah, play the games, but please don't forget to open your eyes.
Yo, Mutasco, what's the ticker, bro?
You're not getting the ticker from me, ever, never, ever. I don't think I'm sure, but it's not about. I have a portfolio. Go looking for yourself. Go hunting, guys. Good luck.
Yo, you know we're in a bull cycle when you hear some shit like this from fucking Mutasco. This dude said he bullish. It's the bull run. It's time, guys. It's time. So that means Zach from somebody. Don't fucking cheat right now. It's time. It's time to get the money. Also, you took $2,600, guys. Should you put more in, or what do we do?
Yeah, I am. Hey, okay. Now, not financial advice, but this could make people a lot of money. I mean, if it sounds.
Yeah, I mean, even if it gets to fucking what, 260K, that's 100x.
Yeah. Why the hell not? I mean, this is why we're here, right? Make money. And I did look into it. They burnt the liquidity, so it's 100% burnt. So
they just started a Telegram too. I was member number 2. It's up to like 6 or 7 now.
Perfect. We're early. No, when you say
we're early, guys, you're early.
Fuck it, why not? Let's have some fun. This is part of crypto. You got to have fun too. You got to have fun.
Yo, Matt, you better get a bag, Matt. Matt's always the guy who's like, I gotta be early. I called this, I called that. I got a tinfoil hat on the size of Texas. Well, you better get a tinfoil hat on and get into this fucking Nova or whatever the fuck it is. Not
he messaged me. Paid. He put a buck in. Who knows?
Listen, above if it goes 100x, let's fucking go.
Ponky's pumping. If anybody cares, 408 mil. Holy shit! Ponky's at 73 cents. Matt, what's good, man? Nice hat.
Yeah, I just put $1 into that new OVO coin or whatever. But you know, I'm at the point now where it doesn't even matter because HBAR, Hedera. I mean, you know,
I was thinking about you over the weekend, man, when I seen it pumping.
I said it's my biggest holding, man. I've been putting everything into that for years. And now, like, I've had people calling me all weekend, dude, that aren't in crypto. Army buddies that aren't in crypto. And just like friends and family. And they were calling me saying, "Oh, I see your coin is going up." And I'm like, "Yeah, did you get in?" No, I got to see what it does. And I'm like, dude, why is that the mentality amongst everybody that's not in crypto? I got to wait to see what it does. You know, I begged my parents to get into Bitcoin at 15K. They got in at 90K. I begged my Army buddies to get into Hedera at 4 and 5 cents. They're still kicking around the idea at 12 and a half cents. And I'm just like, I don't understand how these people don't see an opportunity. Maybe they just don't understand trading, money, crypto. Maybe crypto is still too intimidating to them. And, you know, like back in 2017, I thought you had to have, you know, $7,000 to buy a Bitcoin. I didn't realize you only had to buy 100, or you could buy like $1. So maybe that's their mentality still. They're still terrified of it, you know? And then, like with everybody linking bank accounts and this and that, you know, banks getting hacked, making it harder for people to buy crypto. My bank only lets me buy on one deal, you know, like MoonPay or whatever. They won't even let me buy off like Coinbase.
Which bank is that? I'm curious, Matt. Which bank is that?
It's a smaller local one.
Yeah.
But it's not a major bank. It's not a major institution, but they've been around for like 120 years. So, but they just don't, you know, they're not crypto friendly. In fact, I went in there when Bitcoin was at 25 grand and I said, you know, I want to borrow like 100,000 and then I'll give you guys custody of my coins and I want to buy some Bitcoins here. And they're like, "Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that." Well, you know, that was obviously a couple of years ago, what I think July, August 2022. And they were, you know, I know who they are personally. It's not a big area, so I know them. And I'm like, "Hey, how about that Bitcoin?" And they're like, "Damn, yeah, we should have borrowed you that money." It's like, yeah, no biggie. I got other stuff. But the adoption amongst the normies is still not there. And look at what the market's doing. I mean, look at these coins. Just for example, I mean, look at XRP and Hedera. You know, they over doubled over the weekend. And this isn't even regular people putting their money in yet. Obviously, there's people putting in ETFs on Bitcoin and Ethereum, if that's out now. But, I mean, we're still not there. We're at the beginning of the bull run. Like Matasco said, this is the bull run. If you get wrecked in the next year, you like, from what I see, it's impossible to get wrecked now. I mean, not financial advice, but I'm selling everything except the house I just bought, which I will sell during this cycle. But the whole thing is like, this is wreck proof. This is the biggest opportunity we might see for the rest of my lifetime. And if you're like in your late teens or early 20s or even 30s, this is an opportunity that's never going to come around again. I mean, that's how big this is because of the adoption that's happening with the central banks, the institutional money, Wall Street, the ETFs. You know, I'm an opponent of ETFs because I just am. That's not how I do things. Even though I have stocks with my 401k and my Roth and all this stuff, but I don't like the fact that they're taken away from the actual product itself. You know, like gold ETFs, silver ETFs. I've never liked that stuff. But that doesn't mean that's not going to bring more people in. Obviously, if it wasn't for ETFs, we'd still be further behind than we are. You know what I'm saying? Like with adoption. So yes, ETFs, I guess they're a good thing, but not, you know, just I'm not going to put money into them.
But they are a good thing because they are bringing new blood in. They are bringing new money in. And, you know, with like, I'm out of meme coins. I'm out. I'm out. I have one little tiny meme coin. I did do Cheyenne. I got into Cheyenne under 10, just under 10. But now, you know, that's kind of going to do the same. I think that's going to do the same thing as these other ones, as Peanut and Fred and all that stuff. But what you guys were saying earlier, Solana, all right? Solana, it's like a Solana cycle. I mean, I see all this stuff, these meme coins in Solana. I mean, these things are going to be huge. And why does Vitalik even go out in public? This guy should just go hide himself behind a curtain somewhere. I mean, every time he comes out, gas fees are through the roof. I haven't traded on Ethereum in a while, but I'm assuming gas fees are huge because I already heard somebody say it. So, like, that guy just needs to go away. Just give the reins over to somebody else, you know? But then with Hedera, all the hype, did you guys see any of the hype going on over the weekend? Brian Brooks, he's on the governing council of Hedera. He could possibly be the SEC chairman. I mean, if that happens, that would be huge. Hedera's partnered with SpaceX, with Cardano. I mean, with the Australian central bank, the South Korean central bank. I mean, all this stuff is huge. And I knew this was going to pump. But the thing is, I will give Alex Becker credit for something he said. We're not going to see the dips the way we used to see the dips. I think it's just going to keep stair-stepping up. We'll see a little pullback, but then we're going to see a major pump again. So I don't think we're going to see the dips like we did. We might see something maybe in June or July of 2025, but I don't think anytime real soon. This is just my opinion, not financial advice. But now is the time. If you're not positioned, I would definitely say get positioned, especially in these Solana meme coins. But I'm gonna mute here and keep listening because you guys have been talking about some pretty good stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna mute.
Great stuff, man.
Nova is pumping, Zach. Nova is pumping.
I'm not in this shitcoin, bro. I'm in real
Bro, why
cryptocurrency
not,
project.
dude? It's a fucking like $3,000 market cap.
I don't
Fucking
degen, man.
$5.
I don't degen, bro. I only buy things that are 100 million or more.
This shit's about to go to 100 million. Then you're gonna
You know,
buy
you know
it.
I'm
Then
kidding,
me
right?
and Zach are gonna dump on your head.
You guys know I'm kidding. Okay. Hey, real quick though, on that point made, Brian Brooks would be amazing. Former Binance.us CEO, HBAR board member. That would be huge if he gets in as SEC chairman. He's got that infamous speech too. I think, is this it? Yeah, listen to this breakdown.
Have native assets that are supporting it, and that's the nature of decentralization, where the token holders are the people who control the asset,
okay, so
not Google.
Token holders, for our language here on the Hill, those are digital assets, right? Which are the keys to open up the ledger for you to participate, right? So describe to us how those digital assets fit into this internet revolution, Web3.
So the concept is that you have sort of application layer tokens and you have protocol layer tokens. So if I'm an owner of Bitcoin, let's say that I'm a miner of Bitcoin, somebody who actually creates Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is the reward I receive for doing the work to keep the network operational. And that allows me to own a piece of the Bitcoin blockchain. Or take Ethereum, which is easier to understand. The Ether token represents an ownership stake in the network, but on top of that network are all kinds of apps that get built on the network, much like the apps on your phone depend on the underlying network existing that lets the phone operate. And so people will make judgments about which network is likely to win, and they will invest in the tokens in that network much the same way you might invest in Google stock because you think Google is going to scale access to the original internet. The difference being here, you can vote on what happens in the future of a proof of stake network, for example. You can get rewarded through a proof of work token for maintaining a ledger on something like Bitcoin. But the real message here is that what happens on the decentralized internet is decided by the investors, versus what happens on the main internet is decided by Twitter, Facebook, Google, and a small number of other companies.
Okay, so getting this layer on digital assets right, for Congress to understand this, everything is built upon that on-ramp to this new internet. So very important for us to be sensitive to how this develops and any actions we take in terms of laws and updating laws to incorporate these new technologies.
Yeah, Mr. McHenry couldn't agree more. And I think when you hear about all of the problems of different big tech companies, the importance of an owner-controlled network becomes clear.
Okay, yeah, this would be a guy that I think having him as SEC chair would be just okay for crypto. I think we'd be in a pretty good spot. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
and
this
he
is
brought up all the same points that I was preaching. Zach and Shelby were there, and I was arguing for H-bar for that exact reason right there. I've been bullish for a long time. I currently don't have any. I did make a little come up off of it. But everything he said, I seen over a year ago, and I was fucking screaming from the rooftops about it.
100%, man. Yeah, there's some other news coming out too. Fox Business, Eleanor Tourette, who we're going to get her back on the channel, maybe even get her in the Breakfast Club. I've had her on my YouTube channel a couple times. Fox Business contributor, their main crypto correspondent, says they've learned that former OCC acting director under Trump, Brian Brooks, is on the list for, quote, various financial agency roles besides the CFTC, according to a source close to him. Outside the CFTC, which is Commodities Future Trade Commission, if you're wondering, that's who handles commodities. Some of the other financial regulatory agencies are the SEC, the FDIC, the OCC, FINRA, Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, and then FSOC, which is Financial Stability Oversight Council. So he is in the mix for some big position. Man, it would be awesome for him to get in, I think, as the new SEC chair. That would be extremely bullish, I think, for crypto. So we'll be watching that, I think, all week. I think we're going to get news this week, personally, in my opinion here, that Gary Gensler is going to resign. I think that's coming potentially today. At some point this week would make a lot of sense. Again, I think I mentioned this last week a couple of times. If you look at 2016 and 2020 when new presidents stepped in, this was about the time frame where both of the former SEC chairs resigned, right here in mid-November. So if history repeats itself here, we could be getting a new SEC chair this week. Wouldn't that be just another little, frosting on top of the cupcake in terms of the market? Another bullish catalyst, I think, is waiting there. So good stuff. Kova, what's up, man? Good morning.
Oh, did you say Hova?
I said Kova, but
oh, because he didn't answer.
Yeah. Go ahead, Hover. Jump in, man. What do you got?
No, if Kova is here, he can go because it was very close to us.
Oh, Kova dropped down. I think he might be having some technical issues. So Hover, what's up, man?
Yeah, you're broken. Kova's here.
Yeah, what's on your mind? What's happening, brother? Hover, you can speak.
Okay, it's my turn. What's up, guys?
What's happening, man?
Crypto is pumping.
Love it, bro. Love it.
Yes, man. Fuck this maxi hat. Go all in, all crypto. Love everybody.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yes, and another $1 billion just came into the market on Whale Alert. So if remember last week I said if you're not following Whale Alert, you guys go follow him, because if you want to stay bullish and you want to see how much money's actually coming into this market, that dude posts everything. And I mean, somebody unlocking $1 billion wallet, dude, how huge is that? And it's only Monday morning. I mean, and we're at the very start of this thing. Just imagine. I mean, we're talking trillions are going to come into this thing this time around. I mean, what were we at last time? 3 trillion? Aren't we there now? I mean, I heard people, I think it was Mar this past summer, that said like a $10 trillion market cap overall. It's probably going to be higher than that, not financial advice, just my opinion. But I don't see a roof. I don't see a ceiling on this cycle. I don't. Not for the next 4 years. Maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't see a ceiling at all. I mean, Warren Buffett still sitting on $350 billion. He bought a pool company, a backyard pool company, and Domino's Pizza. So my little tinfoil hat tells me either we're in for a lockdown and people are going to be ordering a lot of pizza, or we're in for a crazy bull run and people are going to be installing pools in their backyard. So that was the signal I got from him. I'm going to shut up because now I'm starting to get really excited. I want to hear other people talk.
I like your opinion, Matt. I would push back against the Warren Buffett part. He's notoriously anti-crypto, but he's old school. Like, I understand. Like, when I was growing up, Warren Buffett was the man. I started off in investing in stocks, and Warren Buffett was the gold standard. You wanted to listen to Berkshire Hathaway, Charlie Munger, and Warren Buffett, because they were the king of kings. But that era is over now. Like, that shit's coming to an end, and we're moving into the digital era. And I feel that when in the digital era, like, crypto is king, information is king, and information became, a commodity back around 2005 or so, and it's never going back.
Yeah, we got some news just in. Global healthcare group Cosmos Health adopts Bitcoin as treasury reserve asset. Just some more bullish news there around Bitcoin. Mar, what's going on, man? What's happening?
Yo, Zach's paid. Hope everyone is doing great. Man, long weekend. Had a lot of hours. Had to work a lot this weekend, but everything is good, man. It's funny that Zach came out with the basically downgrading Ethereum. When I actually on my game plan, and I wasn't gonna say this, but I'll go ahead and say it. Since they're burying Ethereum today, I actually, and this was on my game plan. This was drawn, and I'm gonna stick by it. If it ended up getting to this point, I actually sold one of my Bitcoins and bought basically Ethereum with it. I think there's more upside on Ethereum than Bitcoin now, and my next price point, I'm looking at maybe like 105K Bitcoin to buy for me, the token or the coin with the strongest utility in the whole space, which is BNB. That's going to be my next move. If BNB could stay under $700 and Bitcoin hits 105, I'll let go on all the Bitcoin. For me, at the end of the day, for me, all these fucking coins are meme coins. And I just look at the upside and see where I'm going to make more money. Of course, I'm not going to let go, completely my Bitcoin back. But yeah, that was my goal from basically 2 Bitcoins that I got from the bitmaps. Yeah, man, I love Ethereum. It's beautiful because, you don't want Ethereum to perform great at the same time with Bitcoin. You want to play these games like, okay, let me get out of Bitcoin, jump into Ethereum. Let me sell Bitcoin, jump into Ethereum, then let me sell on Ethereum, jump into whatever it is, And a lot. My friend is always saying, but careful because you're timing the market. That's not timing the market. Timing the market it's like, if Bitcoin goes down to 80K and you sell it because you want to, if Bitcoin pumps to 100K and you sell it because you want to wait if it goes down to 90K and rebuy again and gain a bigger position, that's a dangerous game, But I'm not timing the market. I'm selling my asset at the price that I have planned to sell it for. If the price point of that second asset, it's what it is. And my plan was to, when Bitcoin hit 90K, was to buy Ethereum if Ethereum was $4,000. So it was a no-brainer for me to say, fuck this. In fact, I was about to sell it before that, but I'm like, fuck it. I'll wait till the 90K, where that was my plan. And, I bought I bought Ethereum. And my next game plan is to buy BNB. I truly believe in BNB, man. I think it has the strongest utility out there of any coin with, it's got good contracts. The chain doesn't go down. And, of course, it's got the number one exchange in the world in crypto. So I'm always bullish on BNB. And I think the BNB, it broke all-time high, first than Solana and any other top blue chip project from 2021. But yeah, man, also I'm actually up 70% when I told you guys about when I truly felt like I found the floor on bitmaps. And it was easy to call it because, bitmap price goes up with BTC, So I'm up there like around 65%, I want to say, on the bitmaps that I bought. I'm not too much of a NFT guy, but that's pretty cool. And on bad news, on the roadmap, I saw that maybe that's why the price has gone down. I'm not sure because I don't see the FUD on the Telegram, but on the roadmap, I read that FOMO week for Dione was supposed to be end of November, which is the third FOMO week. They've had two already in the past 2 years. And I see it now in February of 2025. And you know what? I don't give a shit if it's January 1st, 2020. If you hear 2025, it feels like forever. Even if we're in fucking December already, So it looks like maybe a lot of people bought in because of FOMO week and they saw that it got delayed. And now I guess it's a 3-month wait. But I'm still bullish on, Dione. I hold a nice bag of it. And yeah, man, that's just, what I did this weekend. No meme coins, none of that stuff. I know that Kova got into a few meme coin plays. And now I see that Zach from Subway's best friend was the guy for Nero CTO. He's pushing now a new peanut. Now he's trying to say that was the original peanut. I don't know what the fuck. I was hearing about it on the space last night. But yeah, man, don't, like Mutasco says, don't fade Ethereum. That's a beast that's about to wake up, And listen, if XRP and ADA, Cardano was able to wake up, what makes you think Ethereum is not going to wake up? You guys are smoking crack. But and one last thing, it is going to be Solana. With that, I do agree. It's going to be all about Solana. But it's just new liquidity is not coming in yet. Not heavy, like not yet. I'm waiting on that tax rule. I think I've dreamt about that shit for like 6 nights in a row. But I'm hoping it's, no tax on trading because that will bring in tremendous liquidity from, all these traders from the stock market, I hope it's not just for, 1 year, holding for 1 year on that. But but yeah, man, and I'll finish it with this, you know. And I think I tested. I think I sent a message to Pay the other day. You know, this fucking sailor guy. He's a fucking clown. He's a Bitcoin maxi. He's bad for the space. You know, that's my opinion. I don't give a fuck if he owns 1 Bitcoin or 1,000 Bitcoin. He's a fucking clown. This Cardone guy is another fucking clown. All these guys are fucking Bitcoin maxi. They're here to fucking talk shit about this space. The fucking old guy, you know, buys $75,000 worth of Dutch, and then he's embarrassed to talk about it in his space because he feels like, you know, I guess he had too much whiskey that night when he announced that he bought Dutch. But you know, I basically told him in one of his last space where he kicked me down. He goes, "Come on, man, throw a bone. You know, there's people out there. You're a big influencer already. You know, you're out there. You know, you got a big ass fucking audience. Don't pull down this space. People will listen to you. Just like the moron, what's his name? That he'll sell all your Bitcoins for means. You know, and by the way, guys, me selling my Bitcoin, no financial advice. It's just, that wasn't my game plan. I don't know what price you went in on your Bitcoin, but it's like these guys are just bad. They're a fucking virus. They're a fucking virus to the space. It's all Bitcoin. They're not even into crypto. They're not even into blockchain technology. For them, their Bitcoin is not even considered, like they don't even see it like on blockchain, you know? And you got a clown that when he started his spaces, he says, no, I keep all my fucking crypto on Coinbase, you know? And people went in there and started telling him about wallets. He didn't understand what the fuck a wallet was in crypto. You know, I'm talking about Cardone, Gary. And, you know, he's a cool guy at the end. But when it comes to the space, supporting the crypto space, he's a virus. He's one of the worst there is because he's getting bigger and bigger, and people will listen to him. And he's just selling his bag. He's trying to pump his bag. I mean, Bitcoin. He's trying to get people, don't buy anything, just buy Bitcoin so they could pump the, you know, these rich guys are going to his spaces. They'll just buy Bitcoin and pump it for him, you know? It's the typical bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my take on these maxis. They're fucking garbage. And yeah, man, anytime, you know, any day now, I see Ethereum hitting 4 to 5K. I mean, I think that pump is just gonna be like Bitcoin, how it went from 68 to like 90K in a few days. That's how I see Ethereum. And I don't give a shit about the gas. I hope the gas stays expensive. You know, it brings more value, not cheats. You know, but yeah, that was just my play. And my next play will be selling another Bitcoin for BNB. And I might split that one with Caspa just a little bit, depending on Caspa.
Love it, man. Great breakdown. Always good stuff. Guys, share the room if you guys haven't already. I got a quick clip I want to play for you guys. Michael Saylor recently was just on one of the news outlets speaking about Gary Gensler resigning here. There's actually some rumors swirling. There's a couple documents out there that it's actually already done. I can't confirm it just yet. It's not being reported by all the mass media just yet. But like I said, I would be shocked if we don't get news this week on Gary Gensler resigning. And I don't know if people really know how bullish this is for crypto, man. I mean, so but here's Michael Saylor talking about it, and then we'll keep it moving. I see Kova's up here. We'll get everybody in here. So, but here, take a listen to this real quick.
That are in focus with the Trump administration coming into play. SEC chairman, for example, a lot of expectations that Gary Gensler is going to step aside. And I realize Bitcoin itself is governed as a commodity, unlike other cryptocurrencies. But when you're talking about the ETFs and when you're talking about the cryptocurrency exchanges and when you're talking about companies like yours, MicroStrategy, which is publicly traded, it is SEC. So how important is that appointment going to be? And who would you like to see at the helm?
Well, I think whoever chairs the SEC has probably the most pivotal role in the entire digital assets industry. I think this is incredibly bullish for digital assets. It's very good for the crypto industry. we're going to see a lot more pro-Bitcoin policies. We're going to see a digital assets framework. We're going to see an end to the war on crypto. We're going to see a lot of pro-Bitcoin, pro-business policies. And I think that clearly the SEC will be a big part of it. So it's above my pay grade to have an opinion on who it's going to be. But I think it's pretty clear the House, the Senate, the White House, they're all very pro-crypto. So I expect that we'll have a very supportive head of the...
Yeah, right there. So very, this is going to be one to watch, guys. This is going to be a big story. As soon as this breaks, I think we're going to see a pump, honestly. And then obviously whoever gets in, you know, is going to, I think we're finally going to have guidelines and guardrails put up. I mean, that people forget how much that's held back this industry, right? I mean, we've done all of this without any guidelines or guardrails, and the SEC ruling with an iron fist over the last, 3-4 years. Kova, what's up, man?
Man, you got me with a mouthful of cereal.
What do you got? What is it a good kind? What do you got?
I got Raisin Bran Crunch.
Oh, there you go. Got to be the crunch, though. Not bad.
Yeah, it has to be the crunch. You can't eat that fucking straight up Raisin Bran, you fucking serial killers. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah. I like it, man. I like it. Lots of people don't like the, I don't know. I like the raisins. It's good. Gives a good flavor. But,
better eat it now before RFK takes all the cereal off the shelf.
I mean, if there's one that he'll leave on the shelf, this should be one of them, right? It doesn't have any color added or any of that stuff. Maybe they add a little bit of sugar in it, but that's about as healthy. I mean, if the kids don't like it, that means it's healthy, right?
It's true. So what's up, man? What else is happening?
Hey, man, on the Gary Gensler thing, I can't wait till he's gone. I think he's gone really soon. I mean, he doesn't want to be around for the holidays doing a job that nobody wants him to do. I think he's done. He's tired. I don't think I've seen him do any media at all. So I think this week, I call it no later than Thursday. But it would be surprising if they went past tomorrow without saying anything. But it is what it is. About Ethereum. Hey, Ethereum is about 25% away from its all-time high. And if you pull back and look at its chart, it just keeps climbing, man. The bottoms get higher. It hasn't, the tops haven't got higher, but it's climbing towards what looks like a breakout. Now, I'm very new at charting and everything, but I mean, it looks good to me. There's so much built on it. It would be crazy for it not to at least hit its all-time high, and it would be stupid if it only hit its all-time high based on everything that's on there. So if you're not bullish on Ethereum, you're retardio, I think is the crypto term for the political okay term to use. What else on Ethereum? For error. So, I'm able to buy into a project, not using too much, paying too much on fees. And, if I'm wrong on my entry point and it pulls back a little bit further, then I'm still okay. But, on Ethereum, it's a little bit harder because, I go in and I buy, like, I'll use Gino, for example. I'll go in and buy a bag of $100. But it'll cost me $35 during the day. At night, it's a little bit cheaper, but yeah, $35 to buy it. So I'm already in the whole $35. If it pulls back at my entry point, I'm down even more. As, on the other hand, Solana, I got $35 right there to play with. So if I buy $100 a bag and it pulls back some, I got $35 of wiggle room compared to Ethereum. So
that's the reason I think Sol is going to do very well. Not saying Ethereum is not going to, but now I remember the point that I was going to make on Ethereum is that I personally don't think it's moved because right now, I mean, Bitcoin is on stage. Bitcoin is, the main attraction of crypto and everything. So why would anybody want to start making a move on Ethereum? You let Bitcoin run its process, do its dance, let it be that lure for all the other new money and let it build up. And then you get into Ethereum as new money comes in, because they're going to come in, they're going to be like, oh, I can't get into Bitcoin, it's like over 100,000. But look at, there's Ethereum over here, the number 2, only sitting at 3,100. I mean, if people are cashing in their portfolios or their 401k, whatever the heck, to put it in, it would make sense for them to put in a number 2 instead of a number 1. That's me personally. That's, what I think. As far as plays over the weekend, I actually had a question for Zach, and I've done a little bit more research. I've had this issue. All right, I've had this issue of getting out of some projects too soon. I got out of Peanut too soon. I got in at 90 million. I got in at 90 million and I got out just over at 300 million thinking I was going to pull back, and it just kept going. I woke up the next morning and it was 1.5. And what was the second one? Oh, here recently on Caspa, you got this meme token called Congo. And I bought it pretty low, and it started running the last couple of days, and I doubled my money on it, and I'm like, okay, it looks like it's gonna pull back, and I got out, and then it just kept running again. So I guess this is what a bull run is. I was so used to the bear market where like you make your money, you get out before it drops down, and the bear market goes the opposite way. So my question is, and not just to Zach, anybody that could shine in on it. I've done a little bit of research, so I'm not completely out of the loop on it. But what are some things that you look for before you get out, or what do you look for at a getting out price, or how can you tell it's still going to keep going? So you just hold a little bit longer. Got any advice on that?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, sure. What I look for is the RSI. That's the biggest indicator for me. When it hits about 65 to 80, that's when it's going to sell off. And then I try to get back in about 20 to 30. If you can hit the 20, 30, it's very rare. You're more likely to get in at like 40 to 50. If you can hit those low numbers, that's a good entry point. Exit point is about, I think, 65 to 70 is what I usually G'd a little bit. And that's just trading, because that's just the buying and selling pressure. That's basically what I'm watching. So, but sometimes I make a move and it doesn't work out and it just keeps running. But overall, it really depends on the chart, when it was launched, how long you've been in that for. It's easier to watch it if it's been around for at least a couple of days. Day one of launch is very, very, very hard to hit the top, but it really depends on hype and all kinds of aspects. But RSI will at least give you an indicator on when to sell, take profits, when to buy back in, stuff like that. But honestly, day one is very, very difficult. I'd say about 4 or 5 days after that, you can kind of tell. You can kind of see how the chart is moving and make your decision off of that.
Yeah, I'll add, I agree with all that too. RSI is probably one of those, it's probably one of the easiest indicators to just look at too. I mean, it's called relative strength index. Anytime it gets over 70, usually an asset's overbought, meaning to Zach's point, there'll be a, most likely a sell-off. Anytime it gets below 30, it's oversold, meaning it's probably a good buy. So it's an easy indicator to use. I mean, Zach, I know you probably look at other things like volume, and especially if it's a meme coin, like just growing sentiment, growing holder base. But I think more than anything, what I've learned is win the trade, but leave a moon bag. So once you get comfortable with the profits you've made on something, take those profits, and then just leave a little bit in there just in case. And then have another plan. Okay, if this thing does go parabolic, here's my next profit taking trough, right? That's kind of how I like to think about it logistically.
Yep. Yeah, I use a couple other indicators, moving average, and I really like the Bollinger Band. So those three are my main ones I use. But it really depends on how long the token's been around, honestly, is how I adjust.
Yeah. Because all crypto is not created equal. Like when you're trading, Solana versus a Solana meme coin that's been out 2 days, you know what I mean? You can't have the same principles per se. But yeah, I mean, shameless plug, XT Algo helps you with that too. So there is a link somewhere in my description. We got 21% off right now. Discount code X. Got a ton of new people using XT Algo. Been getting a ton of great emails, people using it. So love that. But so that's out there.
Yo, Kova.
I actually did get it. Oh, go ahead, Paige.
Kova, I was just gonna say, Moonbag wise, bro, leave, not financial advice, of course. Leave 15%, 20%, and then just chill on it. Don't worry about that. Don't even look at that until another 6 months. Like get out, like Zach were saying, get your shit out. But just, bro, 15%, just leave it in there. Whatever the fuck it is, even 10%, just leave something in there and just don't even look at that chart for like a month or 2, 3 months. Doesn't matter at that point, especially if you made decent money. Also, that coin hit 37,000, Zach. What the fuck?
If I can jump in real quick, I just want to push back on a comment that Kova made about the Ethereum price. I feel that a lot of it has to do with its current stability and not skyrocketing following like Bitcoin trends. Like Ethereum didn't start running until recently. I feel a lot of that has to do with overall markets, especially the big dogs, anybody providing ETFs, because you want stable platforms for ETFs because you're trying to get old money in. Old money's scared by volatility. So I feel like there is a level of market manipulation. That's my opinion.
For sure, yeah. I want to see if Kova, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't know if you had some. I saw you on mute. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I did get the ST Algo, so I'm getting familiar with it, messing with it a little bit. It has, I've gone back and checked out the signals, and yeah, pretty good. Now, you do have to dig into it and get familiar with it. There was one. Hey, I was going to ask you about your sneak position. I checked that out. I did get into it too back in November 4th. I actually got out of Paige Coin and moved it over to Sneak, and I've doubled my position on it. So it's done pretty good. I remember you here. I remember you saying that you had a pretty big position on it, and you were like, "Oh, I'm so far down on it." I'd assume that you're on the green on it by now, since it's gone past all-time highs.
Yeah, for sure. Had to wait a little bit, but we're willing to wait. I knew it'd come back when Cardano came back. It's been like that household meme coin on Cardano, so that's the one I've held along with a lot of Cardano too that I've been waiting for it to reverse, and obviously that's happened too. So. Loving it, man. I want to get over to Crypto Moses. He's been over here up on stage all morning with us. Mo, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening. Great conversation as always, you guys. Great conversation.
Hell yeah, man. And anything you're looking at right now in the market? Anything jumping out at you?
Well, right now, I'm really, really, really eyeing the Solana, right? And I know it's hard to say because, we're nearing the top, but I just didn't expect it to move this fast to almost make it back to all-time highs. And you know me, I'm all about the meme coins. So I'm trying to chase any gem that I can find that's under 10 mil market cap. And I'm chasing a 10 miller to hopefully make it to a billy, right? Those are the best runs. Or even if it gets to 100 mil or 200 mil, that's kind of like the goal. I'm waiting to see if we get any great calls here in the Breakfast Club today, so I'm pumped about that. I just don't think the market's going to slow down for a bit. I know Bitcoin's slowing down a bit, but, just to say, everybody's been talking about, like, why Ripple and Cardano and all these are just ripping it like that. Well, I will say a big thing that plays into it is taxes, right? You guys, we keep seeing information on how Trump is going to make capital gains. And, yeah, we don't know if it's long-term or short-term free for cryptos made in the United States, which I am so excited to see how that's going to change the crypto landscape. Like, you guys think of all of the new entrepreneurs that are going to come to the US to build a crypto business, because it's going to allow mass people to buy and sell their crypto without paying buttloads of taxes,
Yeah, dude, that's another massive catalyst kind of just sitting there waiting in the wing to see what's going to happen with that 100%. I think, that with the Gary Gensler stuff, I mean, we've just got a lot of things going the right way right now. I mean, we have a runway, I think. We have obviously a crypto-friendly president. We have new policy going to happen. We have retail slowly coming back. It's lining up perfectly with the 4-year cycle after the halving. I mean, it is literally the perfect setup here, the perfect setup. And this is why we, grind during the bear markets. We don't go, run away. We just show up every single day. And all of a sudden, you get moments in time like this. And I really think, man, this is the golden era, or however you want to put it, of crypto and blockchain, man. Like this time frame that we're in right now, I think we're going to look back on this decades from now and just be really, really thankful we were here at this time, because this is, I think, a watershed moment for a new industry. And obviously, we're all trying to get wealthy and create financial freedom, and it's right there in front of us right now. It's right there.
Literally, perfectly said by Zach. And Zach, too, to add to that, man, this is the only time I had never, ever assumed that the government would say tax-free crypto. I never thought those words would ever be in one line together and said by some sort of political figure, That is insane times. And me, I do DeFi taxes, so I'm all into it. I'm a giant nerd. I'm always reading the blockchain. I'm always trying to protect myself from it. So hearing that happen makes me feel way more valuable, because now we need this breakdown of all our crypto taxes to actually get these write-offs and to actually be able to not have to pay it, right? We have to have a log and a trail, and they're not going to just accept the blockchain. We have to give them a log and a trail. So that's kind of cool that it makes the business more valuable, and more people are going to need it. But it's just crazy to hear tax-free crypto from a government official. So I am so happy to be here in this stage of crypto. I am excited to see how this bull run's going to go. I never thought Bitcoin would hit 90K. I never thought Bitcoin was going to hit 20K. Boy, was I wrong. 40K, 60K, 75K. Now I'm never going to ever doubt Bitcoin again. People who are spewing 1 million, 3 million, 5 million. Yeah, I know they're a long ways away, but you don't know how many catalysts could occur to get us there. Right? We could have this same catalyst that's happening in the United States. Maybe it happens in China. Totally random. Probably won't. But if it did, what does that now do to the market, right? And what if it happens in 10 more countries? Now is Bitcoin actually worth freaking $3 million, $5 million, $10 million a coin? And remember, we do have the law of supply and demand to our advantage, right? Supply will cap out, where everything else around us does not have that limitation. They just keep press and print. And here you can't, right? So what does that do to this market? I was here when Bitcoin got to that 20K, and I I will never forget. I was driving and trading. Yeah, I said that. And basically, freaking, it got down to $3,300. That crash was the craziest crash I had ever seen. And back then, Bitcoin was a big deal. Right? I did not assume it would get down to 3K like that. I just, and all I could think of, it's going to zero. It's going to zero. And ever since then, I remember I always just assumed it could go to zero at any time. Now, that is the last thing from my mind. With how much institutional money has entered, with how many businesses have entered, with countries entering, President Trump making these changes and allowing the U.S. government to now start purchasing it, it's going to be a wild ride. And I am so glad you guys are here for the space and are always committed and listening, because information is key for us in crypto. So when you find a tight-knit community like this, this is where we're going to find some nice gains. We're going to learn some awesome things. And shit, man, just stay for the ride, you know? Thanks, Zach, for hosting these things and putting the effort in every freaking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like, we appreciate the hell out of it. You know, there's many influencers that say they're here during the bear market. Your ass stayed here during the bear market. So I appreciate that, Zach. I've been watching you forever, and you taught me a lot in crypto, bro. So thanks, man. Hey.
Hell yeah, man. Great breakdown. And yeah, guys, Mo's got a company that I've used for 3+ years, and now happy to say that, you know, I'm going to be joining up with him for his BCM blockchain management company as a part owner. So soon and very soon, right, Mo, I'll have an affiliate set up, and we'll be able to get anybody and everybody who wants to get on board and get your DeFi taxes done the right way. You know, I highly recommend it. So what I do is, you know, I obviously file traditionally through all my other revenue sources, but anything I do trading wise, I do it outside of my business. So I have a S corp and C, you know, LLCs underneath there. That's all kind of traditional. And then I also file myself individually as a professional trader, or just, you know, you don't even got to be a professional trader. If you're doing high volume, you can designate as such. But all of that stuff that's running through the DeFi section, man, there's not a lot of great resources and tools out there that actually go through everything and give you, you know, tax breaks on token taxes, on gas fees, right? So in order to really get the most out of, you know, your trading and your tax situation there, you need some kind of service like this, right? And it's just great to have high quality records of all the trades in case anybody does come knocking on the door. You know, I got a fat stack of papers that I can just hand out. Yep, here you go. Here's everything. You know what I mean? So it is definitely nice. Like I said, I've been using what Mo's created there with BCM for 3+ years. So definitely recommend it if anybody's interested in that. If you're doing high volume trading, yeah.
Thanks for saying that, Zach. That means a lot. And just so everybody knows, remember, taxes are our liability. If you're in the U.S., it is not the government's problem that you don't have your wallet breakdown. It is your problem. So if they do come in knocking and you don't have it, then you're going to be rushing to try to solve it, and they're going to give you more problems and friction with that. So I definitely do recommend, if you need help with DeFi taxes, go to bcmanagement.us. Even you can just text us on that number and let us know you came from Zach, right? We'll give Zach the credit. It means the world. You know, give him the credit he deserves for hosting and doing all this work. It's a lot of work to be an influencer. I'm a small one, so I watch Zach do it, and I'm like, bro, you're a hard worker. Like, it is harder than we would think, you guys. It is way harder. So thank you, Zach, for that. And if you guys need any help, just don't be afraid. We'll give Zach the credit. Anything with DeFi, getting all your wallets taken care of, you'd be able to write off your rug pulls. You know, a lot of us get rugged, but we don't have like a transactional breakdown of that. With these sheets, you will have them, and then you can actually write them off. So do not be afraid. Just straight up go to our website, bcmanagement.us, because we're servicing US-based clients, and you can just text our phone number straight up, your name and what you got, what question you got, and we'll do a free 5-minute consultation, all right? Thanks, you guys. And stay in crypto. Do not miss the bull run, all right?
Let's go, man. Hell yeah. Cyrus, you got something there? I see you unmuted.
Oh, no, I have nothing. I do think the tech service is pretty cool, though. I'm a big fan of tax harvesting. Learned that in my 20s sometime. And to apply that to the crypto space, I think is pretty cool. I was actually looking up the website that he just dropped when you called me out. I didn't know I was unmuted.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, it's all good, bro. I just saw you unmuted, and I wanted to get you to jump in. Here, let's go down to Alejandro, new speaker there. Alejandro, what's going on? What's happening?
Hello, Zach. Thank you so much for having me. And good morning to all my Western Hemisphere citizens. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick. You know, something about what Crypto Moses said really brought to my attention. You know, the whole gem thing on this Solana like ecosystem and the crypto ecosystem in general. Man, it's just a very volatile system right now. There's a lot of pump and dump schemes, and man, it's a very risky ecosystem, right? So I just wanted to let y'all know that there's, if you want to go hop on the meme trend and investing your money into this, just pay attention to the supply and the narrative. Always, they'll tell you community is key, but in a lot of cases, they will just rug you from the bottom. And I'm pretty sure, if not once, or you'll soon be a victim of ruggedness. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and really just let y'all know something I found out about 3 days ago. This is Doge on Solana. I've been part of a couple communities, and honestly, guys, I've met with the dev and the team, and we've made a solid organic 100 mil market cap pull. In less than 24 hours, we became number one on Solana trending, and right now it's a pretty good retracement. So if y'all would like to at least purchase $1, and honestly, just don't say I didn't tell you so, because when there's a 9 million supply and there's a 20 million market cap, and people are just buying, and there's a narrative, right? We're gonna have HGACESS soon speaking on Doge, with Elon and Vivek, and as soon as Trump gets into office on January 6th, we'll definitely make that huge pump, guys. But yeah, I just want to wish y'all all luck in this ecosystem of trading or just holding onto your life. I know Zach has gave us some great information on certain tokens, and honestly, I can't be more grateful than that, Zach. Honestly, thank you so much. You've showed me and taught me over the years. I'm 22 years old, but for what I know a couple guys have lost way more money than I have, and honestly, it's just you have to see it through. You have to pull through, man. I've made money, right now. I'm really grateful to really come out here and speak, because I've been listening to this Breakfast Club for quite a while now, and I use some indicators. I don't use Margex, but I know what it does, and just I like it. I like it. I see how it works, but besides everything, it's DYOR. It's sticking to what sticking to your gut, and yeah, guys, just remember, Solana waves are just barely coming in. We're in the beginning of this bull run. I just wanted to come out here and, like I said, wish everybody luck. And luck isn't just something that you just get. You have to work for it. And working for it means sitting on that desk or sitting on that phone and doing what you have to. Watch the red bars go and the green bars go. And honestly, if you're actually in this and a professional trader or somebody who really enjoys to invest, damn right, we love to eat them red bars, guys. We love to see beautiful retracement. And yeah, forget about meme coins on ETH. That's too much fee money on that. And honestly, Solana is going to be the new trend, guys. Solana is going to be the new trend. You're going to see a bunch of young entrepreneurs, like Crypto Moses explained, that are going to come to the U.S. and they're going to open new businesses, and they're going to be on the chain. They're going to be on the Solana chain. I'll guarantee you that. And yeah, this whole XRP news, honestly, it's so amazing to me, man. I was holding it, but God, I didn't want to be a fossil, just keep holding it. I know a couple of y'all also hold XRP. But hey, man, if y'all saw the $1.27 mark and y'all haven't sold, congratulations. And if you sold it, half of it, congratulations still, man. Just remember, guys, that XRP does have a little sister that also tends to see the volatility of it. It's Stellar Lumens, and that's gonna be a underdog in this bull market. Also VeChain, and keep a close eye on Bitcoin this December. Microsoft will be purchasing a lot of it, And just we haven't found out about those news. Well, today you did. Thank you so much, Zach.
Is that your smoke detector going off, buddy?
Yeah, put a battery in, bro.
No,
bro, I don't even know what you were saying. There was a fucking battery going off.
I'm currently in my gym. I live in a penthouse, and I got a gym like down here. And yeah, it's probably very echoey, but that's just the smoke detector. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Holy shit. H-bar. H-bar is not stopping. Up 65%. Matt, I know you're loving that, buddy.
Dude, it's on a tear. It took Crow. It took over crypto.com, or the Crow coin, excuse me. But yeah, and on that, this news about Brian Brooks, I mean, I think that has something to do with this crazy bullish inflow right now we're seeing with Hedera. But you think about it, Hedera, it can't, it's not, I don't think it's going to stop. I mean, right now, buying opportunity, yes. Still early, absolutely. Because in my opinion, and only in my opinion, this is going to be a top 10 this cycle, Hedera, because its adoption is insane. Everywhere you look, there's a news article. And I'm going to scour. I didn't read Bloomberg or Wall Street Journal yet today, but I'm going to look, and I guarantee you there's a mention of it in there. And anytime there's a mention of something like that in there, like when they mention Bitcoin or Ethereum, those things always go on a little tear. And, people they're going to, I mean, if they take profits, yeah, you take $10, $15, $20,000 profits off of Hedera right now, that's nothing because the inflows are far outweighing that. So early entry, it took Crow. I mean, I don't see this thing stopping anytime real soon. And that dollar I just put into Page's coin, I just looked. Is it $25? Really? I mean, made $24 during this.
That's Zach's coin. I'm not taking credit, just for the record, but yeah, it hit guys. It hit 50K just about, which would have been a 100x from the $500 call that Zach had. So, whatever. Don't get in,
Crazy. Hey guys, we're getting close to the top of the hour, getting close to having one in the books, man. Another great show. We're right there on the doorstep. I'll let the three hands up close us out here. So let's go Mutasco, Mar, and Kova. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 9:30 to 11:30, every Monday through Friday.
Don't make me go behind them. Don't make me go behind them.
I hear you, brother. No, you want to lead us? Go ahead, bro. Yeah, that's all good. Go ahead, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you were done, and I just didn't want to go behind those two. No, man. I wanted to comment. I think it was Crypto Moses that mentioned it about the news about possible tax-free. I thought it was awesome, man. I really like that news. I like it, and it sounds like something that comes from a business, man. I was wondering how they were going to turn everything around, because crypto for years now has been fudded, man. It's just been talked so bad about. It's like this, just something people don't want to get into. So I was wondering, all right, even if we get all this like pro people in and, we get this bull market in, how are they going to turn it around? And I thought it was a great call. Hopefully they do follow through on it. And if they're going to do that, man, and they really want everything to turn around, I also see some sort of incentive for businesses to start building here. Not just the whole tax-free thing, maybe like, hey, if you come here, you'll be tax-free as you start building or something like that. I just see something like that in order to really kick it off and get blockchain businesses here. Another thing that would be really awesome is some sort of like opportunity to get back maybe your taxes in crypto, or maybe some sort of government airdrop to get people familiar with crypto. I know it's like a long ways from now, but I'm just thinking, I'm like, what are like some big signs that we are really in it and the government sold on it? And those are the things that I think, if they start announcing, hey, businesses that want to build here are going to be tax-free too, not just, for trading, but actual, how they do with electric cars, how they wanted people to buy electric cars and then the government gives you this tax credit for it or whatever. I imagine they will do something like that for taxes too, to get people to build here. But that's all. Bazinga, have a good day. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for saying that. You're 100% right. And the more they give us free tax benefits for using crypto, the more they're going to allow even the boomers and the people before them that hold a majority of the wealth to actually be forced to get into crypto. So the future is about to be so big for crypto just because of a simple word of taxes. So just everybody do it right and be smart and use it to your advantage, not to your disadvantage, okay?
Hell yeah. Let's get down to Mutasco. Go ahead, man.
Hey, I have some breaking news. So open your eyes, guys. This is huge. I don't know if the market is already responding to this, but watch out for Bitcoin, okay? There is, and I think somebody was talking about RSI. The other thing to pay attention, I did a post last week. Please, guys, go pay attention to that. Look at that, because this has worked all cycles, okay? It has a 95% accuracy rate, okay? And that's what I'm referring to is the MVRV, which is the market value to realized value ratio. As we speak today, as of last week, when I looked at it, it was around 3%, okay? And in historical cycles, and this is what people call the banana zone. So the market is going to look like a banana. Like when it starts to fall off the cliff, you want to be exiting. But we're not even there yet. I mean, this is like 2025 talks that I'm saying here. But if you're going to look macro, I think it's Glassnode that does this. You can go look it up and just study this. It's very important, guys, because what it does is take Bitcoin, say, okay, Bitcoin, and then the entire market. And you say, well, what is the market value? Right now, we went from almost 1 trillion to 2 trillion to now 3 trillion. And a lot of people are estimating 7-10 trillion. So the question is, at what point are you looking at the macro of crypto and looking at your portfolio, right? It's a good signal, though, because it has been 95% accurate. So I'm not going to trash something like that. So the where we're at is 3, but historically, even in 2021, it went up to 5-7%, okay? So that means when it's heated up, and that the percentage is just telling you how much more realized value is stacked up in the market. So people have bought Bitcoin at certain prices. We know MicroStrategy, for example, they have the average cost at a 42,000 plus, and a lot of people have DCA and maybe they're at 32, whatever. The realized value tells you who is going to be selling, and they're going to sell. Okay. I also put another kind of tangent to this that. There's a company called Figure.com. Just because they have 100,000 households that they offer loans to, like housing and all that, right? I've heard people talk about, no taxes stuff, right? That's for poor people. I'm just going to be flat out honest with people. Because ask Jeff Bezos, ask Elon, ask them what they're doing with their Tesla stock, Amazon stock, right? The never sell your Bitcoin thing is real. And if you want to know this, go look at figure.com. This is a website. Go look it up, pull it up, go under their crypto-backed loans product. And then when you read about that, ask yourself, how much involvement will the banks of the United States get into crypto? They will, because they already have the green light. If you go look up all the interpretive letters that were issued from 2020 to 2022, right? They have everything laid out for them. And what they're going to offer is custody of digital assets. This morning in Mario Spaces, I did a comment and I tagged Simon because I wanted to ask his take on what we call the special purpose broker dealer licenses that Gary, I can't wait for this guy to get out of this space, because if he leaves, remember, We have Aave, we have Compound, we have all these, derivative products of TradFi on Ethereum. Please do not forget that. This is what's going to happen to these products. When Gary resignation is confirmed, these products are going to go to the roof. Why? Because of what just happened to XRP, okay? It was sitting at 0.3, point that, point this, and then overnight it just went $1 and something cents, okay? This is what's about to happen. Please do not underestimate Ethereum. This is the breaking news. If you guys remember, in September, the SEC, for the first time, approved options trading on Bitcoin spot ETFs. When they did that, and here's the line these things follow. We have listing and trading, and then you have clearing, settlement. And then when you have settlement, you have to also have risk management. And in the US, you have SEC, you have CFTC, and you have the OCC. The OCC is the Office of the Comptroller of Currency. Right now, this options derivatives trading thing was cleared by SEC, and then the CFTC did their clearance on this in November. No, I think it was November 15th. No. I think it was November 15th. They did the clearance. Check me on this. And now there's some breaking news that the OCC may be preparing to clear settlement, risk management. Big bullish. Why is this important? If the OCC, because it's only the OCC that has the mandate. Remember, the OCC has the mandate to settle the listing of ETFs, okay? And so their approval of this product. Why is this important? It gives Wall Street access to spot Bitcoin ETFs, okay? They're going to increase trading volume, which is a bullish signal for Bitcoin. And then what does that do? When volume goes up, price goes up, okay? So we're not even done with this bull run yet. Again, guys, watch Bitcoin's price. I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but it might be real that they will clear this. And when they do, remember, this market is going to go crazy. And we are just starting, okay? We're just starting. Open your eyes, guys. Have a good day. Zach, thank you for the space, as always. I'm just going to hang out, and we'll see what this market does. Just be happy, guys. The little guy now has access to similar products as Wall Street. And all you need to do, figure out a way to buy it. And when you buy it, hold it. Okay? Don't cheat on Bitcoin because the collateralization is a big deal. Imagine having one Bitcoin, and for the first time in the history of U.S., from stock markets to bonds to CDs to retirement accounts. I just saw this post earlier today. For the first time, one Bitcoin, okay, the price of one Bitcoin is larger than the average retirement savings account of U.S. household. Let this sink in for a second. For the first time, Bitcoin's price, one single Bitcoin, is above the average retirement savings account of U.S. households. Let that sink in for a second. So if you want to buy one Bitcoin for your family, you're probably better off, because if Bitcoin is going to end the cycle at 250K, that's like a year from now or 2 years from now. That's better than you retiring at 65 years old, okay? I'm not a financial advisor, not qualified to say this, but you know what? We're in the trenches. We can say whatever we want. And the responsibility of that is to say it's not financial advice. Do not do anything that will wreck your family. But remember, the facts, you cannot deny the facts, okay? Unless you want to delegate that activity for some agent to charge you agency fees to do the service that we're literally doing here right now. Because you can download Coinbase. You can get a custody provider. You can access these services, okay, at a much cheaper rate. And bear in mind, you can sell it anytime you want. If you give it to Wall Street, you cannot. And if the market has to collapse because Kim Jong-un threw some nuclear bomb, you would not get access to that money. Okay? By the time you get access to it, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, everybody will be trading at zero. Okay? This is a difference that we have with this market because you can sell anytime you want. You don't need to knock at the door of some custody officer saying, hey, I need my money. And they're like, well, you're not going to get your money until the market is down to zero. Okay? So this is a blessing we all have. Have a good day.
Good stuff. Appreciate that, Mutasco. It looks like I was going to go down to Mar, but it looks like he headed out, which I think we'll close up the show there today. Great stuff. Appreciate everybody rocking with us here. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Of course, in the meantime, I'll have some videos out for you throughout the day. So appreciate you guys for rocking with us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. 2 or 3 more still of those installments or whatever payments. I'm right there with you. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And it's been popping up to like 18 cents like recently. So I mean you're essentially getting it at double, basically. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to do that. Hell yeah, take it. Gotcha, gotcha. But they will give you 100% of it over time, or what? Oh, okay. Just however they structure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds like a deal. Oh shit, I left my live stream open on my